Matcha is everywhere right now, in your coffee shop, on your For You page, in your morning routine. But most people drinking it have no idea what it's actually doing inside their body. Today, we're going into the science. What happens to your brain within 30 minutes of drinking matcha? What it does to your skin at a cellular level? And why researchers are calling it one of the most nutrient-dense drinks on the planet. This is the complete science-backed guide to matcha, and by the end, you'll understand it in a way most people never will. Before we get into what matcha does, let's get clear on what it is. Because it's not the same as green tea, even though it comes from the same plant. Both come from Camellia sinensis. But here's the key difference. Matcha farmers shade their plants for 3 to 4 weeks before harvest. That darkness triggers the plant to produce more chlorophyll, more amino acids, and a deeper, more concentrated nutrient profile. Then, instead of steeping the leaves and throwing them away like you would with green tea, you consume the entire leaf, ground into a fine powder. That's why matcha delivers up to 137 times more of the antioxidant EGCG than a standard cup of green tea. You're not drinking an extract of the leaf, you're drinking the whole thing. Let's start with the effect most people notice first, the mental clarity. Matcha contains caffeine. 1 teaspoon gives you roughly 60 to 70 milligrams, less than coffee, but enough to be felt. But here's where matcha becomes interesting. It also contains L-theanine, an amino acid almost exclusively found in tea plants. L-theanine slows the absorption of caffeine into your bloodstream. Instead of the sharp spike and crash you get from coffee, matcha produces a smooth, sustained release of energy. Researchers describe this as calm alertness. You're focused, but not wired. Studies have shown that the combination of caffeine and L-theanine together improves attention, memory, and reaction time more effectively than either compound alone. A 2021 study published in the journal Nutrients found that participants who consumed matcha showed significantly better attention and working memory compared to a placebo group. So when people say matcha hits differently, they're not wrong. The science backs it up. Beyond the brain, matcha's impact on the body comes down to one thing: antioxidants, specifically a class called catechins, and most powerfully, EGCG. EGCG, epigallocatechin galate, is one of the most studied plant compounds in the world. Here's what the research shows it can do. For your heart. A meta-analysis in the European Journal of Nutrition found that catechins from green tea help lower blood pressure and LDL cholesterol, the type linked to arterial buildup and heart disease. Matcha delivers these catechins in a significantly higher concentration than regular green tea. For your liver, multiple studies suggest that green tea and matcha compounds may reduce the risk of liver disease and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. One study found that regular green tea consumption was associated with a lower risk of liver cancer. For metabolism, some research suggests EGCG may slightly boost fat oxidation, meaning your body becomes marginally more efficient at burning fat for fuel. The effect is modest, but it's real, and it adds up over time. One important caveat: most of the strongest evidence comes from green tea research, not matcha specifically. But since matcha delivers all the same compounds at a much higher concentration, the scientific community treats the evidence as applicable, and ongoing research continues to build the case. Here's the section the skincare world is paying attention to. Your skin is constantly under attack from UV radiation, pollution, and oxidative stress, all of which accelerate aging and damage skin cells. Antioxidants are your skin's primary defense against this. EGCG in matcha has been shown in studies to have anti-inflammatory properties, which may help reduce redness, acne, and skin irritation. Research also suggests it could help protect skin cells from UV-induced damage, not as a replacement for sunscreen, but as an internal layer of defense. Beyond EGCG, matcha is rich in chlorophyll, the compound that makes it green. Chlorophyll has been associated with wound healing and may help reduce bacterial growth on the skin. And L-theanine, which we already talked about for brain function, also plays a role in reducing cortisol, your stress hormone. High cortisol is directly linked to breakouts and accelerated skin aging. So, matcha's calming effect isn't just mental, it may be showing up on your face too. Now that you know what matcha does, here's how to actually get those benefits. First, quality matters. Ceremonial-grade matcha from Japan, particularly from Uji or Shizuoka, has the highest concentration of active compounds. Culinary grade is fine for baking, but for drinking, go ceremonial. Second, temperature. Boiling water destroys antioxidants. Use water between 70 and 80 degrees Celsius. Hot enough to dissolve the powder. Cool enough to preserve what makes it powerful. Third, avoid excess sugar. A matcha latte with 3 pumps of syrup offsets a lot of the benefits. Keep it simple. Matcha, hot water, or oat milk. And if needed, a small amount of honey. And finally, timing. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before you need to focus. That's when the L-theanine and caffeine combination hits its peak effect. Matcha isn't a trend. It's one of the most scientifically interesting drinks in the world, and the research on it keeps growing. We've covered what it does to your brain, your body, and your skin, all backed by real studies. But there's still a lot more to explore. The global shortage, how matcha compares to other superfoods, and which brands actually deliver on quality. If you want more science-backed breakdowns like this one, subscribe and drop in the comments. Are you a matcha convert, or are you still on the fence? See you in the next one.